Welcome back to Investing Talk Podcast, and welcome to the Deep Dive. We take the stack of sources you send us and get right to the heart of what's most important. Today, we're tearing into the material you shared about Applied Digital Corporation. The big question you want to unpack is now a good time to consider buying this stock?
It's definitely a timely question. The sources describe Applied Digital as, designing, building, operating digital infrastructure. But there's a big shift happening.
Right, the sources really hammer this point home. They're moving pretty aggressively towards becoming a pure-play AI infrastructure platform.
Which includes potentially selling off their cloud services arm.
And even thinking about structuring as a REIT, a real estate investment trust. That's quite a change.
It seems that move towards AI data centers, specifically for high-performance computing, is really the core strategy laid out in this material.
Got it. And the source notes, as of June 16, 2025, the stock was around $11.18. But what immediately jumps out is the volatility, a beta of 5.87. Wow.
Yes, that's extremely high. It means the stock price tends to move almost 6 times as much as the overall market.
That's intense. Something investors really need to be aware of.
It signals significant price sensitivity, potential for big swings, both up and down. It's a key characteristic the sources flag early on.
Okay, so the material you sent rates Applied Digital is 7 out of 10 as an investment. That sounds, well, pretty positive.
It does suggest a decent level of conviction in the opportunity.
But, and this is crucial, the sources pair that rating with a strong warning about notable execution risks. It's not presented as a sure thing.
No, that scoring reflects the potential reward, which seems high, but also the very real hurdles involved in actually getting there.
Okay. Now, before we really dig into all the details from these sources, if you find value in what we do here, breaking down this material, please help us out. Subscribe, like this deep dive, maybe drop a comment, tell us what other stock or topic you want us to tackle next. And hey, if you're feeling generous, consider buying us a coffee. It genuinely helps us keep the lights on and bring you this analysis. Your support means a lot.
It really does. And your feedback helps us focus on what you find most useful.
All right, so Applied Digital, a company in transition, high volatility, AI focus, potential REIT structure, 7 and 10 rating. Lots of moving parts. How are we going to break down the sources today?
We'll follow the structure suggested by the material you sent. First, a quick look at the company itself, this changing business model. Then we'll get into the recent financial performance numbers provided. After that, the sources focus heavily on the key catalysts, things that could, really drive the stock, the CoreWeave deal, that Macquarie funding.
The ABB partnership too, and the REIT potential.
Got it. Precisely. But then, just as important, we need to cover the risks. The material lays out several significant ones.
Financial, operational, market risks. We need to understand those properly.
Absolutely. And finally, we'll look at what the sources suggest regarding potential entry strategies or timing for investors considering the stock.
Sounds like a solid plan to get our heads around what this material is saying. We'll stay impartial, just report what's in the sources, and try to lay out the arguments, both bull and bear.
Our aim is simply to help you understand the core points and data presented in the sources you shared with us.
Okay, let's start with the company and its business model. The source talks about 3 main segments.
Correct. First, there's data center hosting. Historically, this served crypto mining, and the source says it was still the biggest chunk of revenue in fiscal 24, like 83%. Then you have cloud services, providing GPU computing power for AI and machine learning. And finally, the high-performance computing, or HPC segment. This is where the focus is shifting, purpose-built data centers for really demanding AI stuff.
And this big transformation the source talks about is basically moving away from that legacy crypto hosting towards this higher growth AI and HPC infrastructure.
That's exactly how the material positions it, a very deliberate strategic shift. They even mention possibly selling the cloud services business to double down on the pure-play AI data center opportunity.
Okay, that clarifies the business direction according to the sources. Now let's look at the financials. They report on Q3 fiscal 2025, ending February 2025. What did those numbers look like?
Well, the source states revenue for that quarter was $52.9 million. That's up 22% year over year, which sounds good.
Okay, revenue growth is positive.
But they also reported a net loss of $36.1 million for the quarter. That translates to a loss of $0.16 per share.
So growing the top line, but still losing money overall. What about adjusted profitability? Does the source mention that?
It does. Adjusted EBITDA came in at $10.0 million. And the source notes this was a huge jump, 878% year over year.
Wow, 878%. So stripping out certain costs like depreciation and interest, The core operations look like they're becoming more profitable.
That seems to be the implication, yes, even if the final JAP number is still red.
And did the source break down the revenue for that quarter?
Oh.
Is hosting still dominant?
Yes, data center hosting was $35.2 million, and cloud services brought in $17.8 million. So yeah, even in Q3 FY25, the legacy business was still a major contributor. The transition is ongoing.
Looking at the other financial metrics listed in the source, market cap around $2.5 billion, enterprise value $3.1 billion, trailing 12 months revenue $221.2 million. The margins, though, gross margin 5.58% and net margin minus 109%.
Oof. Those margins really highlight how capital-intensive this business is and the current lack of profitability on a standard accounting basis, that net margin especially.
And the debt-to-equity ratio jumps out immediately, 173.04%.
That's very high, and it's explicitly flagged in the source material as a major financial risk. It shows heavy reliance on debt compared to equity. Common in this industry, perhaps, but it creates significant financial leverage.
The source also gets into valuation, since Applied Digital seems to trade at a premium compared to its peers. Trailing price to sales is 11.4x.
Correct. And the source points out the peer average is much lower, around 3x, with the broader industry maybe closer to 2.4x. The material even estimates a potentially more fair PS for Applied Digital might be around 6.8x.
So based purely on those metrics, the source suggests the stock looks pretty expensive right now.
That's the conclusion from that specific valuation angle, yes.
Interesting, because on the other hand, analyst sentiment seems really bullish, according to the source.
It does. Across the 11 analysts mentioned, the consensus is a strong buy. The average price target cited is $12.73, which implies, about 14% upside from that $11.18 price?
And the range is huge, $7 to $20, but heavily weighted towards buys. 7 strong buys, 3 buys, just 1 hold.
It's a fascinating contrast, isn't it? The valuation metrics look stretched, but the analysts covered are overwhelmingly positive.
Suggests they're really focused on the future potential, probably banking on those big catalysts the source talks about.
That certainly appears to be the narrative underpinning the bullish case presented. Should we unpack those catalysts? The CoreWeave partnership seems like the main event.
It sounds absolutely massive. The source calls it a landmark agreement.
It's described as a 15-year lease deal, providing approximately $7 billion in locked-in revenue for Applied Digital. That's a huge number.
$7 billion locked in. That's incredible long-term visibility. What's the deal involved?
Providing 250 megawatts of data center capacity initially, with potential to scale up to 400 megawatts later.
When does this capacity actually start generating revenue?
The source indicates 100 megawatts should be delivered and running by Q4 2025, so pretty soon. The rest of that initial $150 million is expected by mid-2026. It's positioned as major validation for Applied Digital.
Okay, CoreWeave is huge. What about funding? The sources mentioned significant financing, too.
Yes, the Macquarie Asset Management Partnership. This is described as a perpetual preferred equity facility up to $5 billion, specifically for building out these HPC data centers.
Up to $5 billion. That's a serious amount of capital for growth projects.
It provides a massive potential pool of funds. The initial commitment mentioned is up to $900 million for the Ellendale campus development. A key detail the source highlights is that Applied Digital keeps 85% ownership in the assets built with this money and expects to get back over $300 million in equity from this first phase. It's structured financing for specific projects.
So it helps fuel growth without necessarily diluting existing shareholders at the main company level or taking on traditional corporate debt for these builds.
That appears to be the advantage highlighted in the material, yes.
The sources also bring up a collaboration with ABB. How does that fit in?
This seems focused on the tech inside the data centers, using ABB's HyperGuard UPS tech for medium voltage power. The source says this allows for higher power density, better energy efficiency, and makes it easier to build out in 25-megawatt blocks, speeding up expansion. It's presented as an industry-first deployment, giving them a potential edge in design.
Interesting. And then there's the potential REIT conversion. The sources seem pretty enthusiastic about this possibility.
Described as potentially transformative, yes. The timeline mentioned is the next 12 to 18 months. The source points out REITs usually distribute earnings as dividends, potentially 5% to 10% yield measured, plus significant tax advantages.
And it could change how the market values the company.
That's the idea. REITs are often valued more like stable real estate assets with predictable income, which can attract different investors and potentially lead to a higher valuation multiple compared to an operational tech company.
Okay, so putting it together, massive locked-in revenue, huge funding potential, tech partnerships, and a potential game-changing structural shift. That's a powerful bull case presented in the sources.
It definitely outlines a significant upside scenario. But, as that 710 rating suggested, these opportunities come with substantial risks.
Right, let's dig into those risks now. The sources list quite a few, starting with the financial ones we already mentioned, that debt-to-equity ratio.
Indeed, that 173% figure is a primary concern flagged in the material. It signifies a heavy debt burden and high financial leverage risk, combined with the fact they're currently burning through cash from operations.
Meaning they still need to keep raising money.
Correct. They remain dependent on accessing more capital, debt, or equity to actually build everything they plan to build, which leads directly to execution risk.
Execution risk on these enormous projects CoreWeave built out, the Macquarie-funded developments.
Yeah.
Delivering on time and on budget must be critical.
Absolutely. The source emphasizes that delivering this scale of capacity on tight timelines demands exceptional execution construction, supply chain, tech deployment, financial management, all of it. And the source reiterates that valuation concern, too, trading at a premium based on current or peer metrics.
What about operational risks once things are up and running?
Customer concentration is mentioned. That CoreWeave deal is great for stability, but having so much revenue tied to one customer is inherently a risk should anything change in that relationship down the line.
Good point.
There's also the risk of rapid tech changes in AI needing to keep their infrastructure competitive, and of course, competition from larger established data center players.
Regulatory risk is also listed, given their crypto history and the evolving AI space.
Right. Changes in crypto regulations or new rules around AI or data centers could create uncertainty or add costs.
And market risks. That crazy high beta suggests the stock price is really sensitive to market mood swings.
That 5.87 beta is a huge indicator of sensitivity to market sentiment, especially around growth and tech stocks. The sources also mention the possibility of an AI bubble, concern that valuations in the space might be getting ahead of themselves.
And the high debt makes them vulnerable to interest rate hikes.
Yes, and a general economic downturn could also slow down enterprise spending on AI infrastructure, which would impact demand.
Okay, so the picture from the sources is clear. Huge potential rewards tied to massive contracts and strategic moves, but balanced against a long list of serious financial, operational, and market risks. High stakes indeed, which explains that 710 rating. Given all this, what do the sources suggest about actually when or at what price someone might consider investing?
The material offers a few potential entry zones based on its analysis. The primary entry zone is identified as $8.50 to $10.50.
Why that specific range? What's the logic presented?
It's framed as being about 15% to 25% below that consensus analyst price target, $12.73 we discussed. And it apparently lines up with historical support levels on the stock chart. The source suggests this offers a reasonable risk-reward balance to start a position.
Okay. What if someone's willing to handle more volatility for potentially greater returns?
An aggressive entry zone is suggested between $7 and $8.50. Obviously, buying lower offers more potential percentage upside if things work out, but it carries higher risk trying to time a bottom in a volatile stock. The source tags this for risk-tolerant investors with patience.
And a more conservative option.
The source mentions a conservative entry zone between $10.50 and $12. This is seen as having lower initial volatility risk but less immediate upside potential. The source actually suggests this range might be better suited for long-term investors focusing on dividends, ideally entering after the REIT conversion happens, assuming it does. That change could de-risk the profile somewhat.
Interesting. The sources also mention timing considerations beyond just price levels.
Yes, given the volatility, waiting for broader market stability is suggested as potentially wise, maybe considering entry after major earnings reports to avoid event-driven swings. Also, monitoring sentiment in the AI sector and looking for technical signals like consolidation on higher volume are mentioned as potential timing tools.
So the sources provide a framework for how and when to potentially enter, linking it back to the catalysts and risks. That's helpful context.
It paints a picture of a company with potentially huge upside in a hot market, but very dependent on pulling off massive projects and navigating some serious headwinds.
So to sum up the core message from the source material about Applied Digital, the recommendation is a buy, but specifically targeted at risk-tolerant investors with a 2 to 3 year time frame.
Correct. And with the suggestion to aim for entry within those specific zones, particularly the $8.50 to $10.50 primary range, which the analysis views as offering the best risk-adjusted potential return.
That 7 out of 10 rating really captures the balance described, recognizing the big opportunity in AI infrastructure, but underlining the significant financial, operational, and market risks.
Think back to the big catalysts highlighted. That $7 billion CoreWeave deal giving long-term revenue security. The potential $5 billion from Macquarie for funding growth. The ABB tech partnership. And that potentially transformative REIT conversion may be bringing dividends and tax benefits.
But always weigh that against the risks identified in the sources. The very high 173% debt to equity, the ongoing cash burn needing constant capital infusion, the huge execution risk on the build-outs, the premium 11.4x PS valuation versus peers near 3x, customer concentration, the extreme 5.87 beta volatility, and sensitivity to interest rates and the economy.
The sources lay out a detailed case for a company trying to position itself perfectly for a boom, but they're equally clear about the major hurdles that could derail those plans.
And again, the sources suggested specific entry points. Primary, $8.50, $10.50, aggressive, $7.50, and conservative, $10.50, $12, possibly post-REIT conversion for income seekers.
The material definitely emphasizes that timing and price matter a lot here, given the volatility and stage of development.
And as always, just a reminder, this exploration was based entirely on the source material you sent us. We're breaking down the analysis presented in those sources. This is not financial advice.
Understanding both sides, the potential upside and the significant risks laid out in the material, is absolutely critical before making any decisions.
So here's something to think about, based on everything we've unpacked from the sources. Given Applied Digital's extreme stock volatility and these incredibly ambitious growth plans, which really hinge on flawless execution and continued access to capital, how do you weigh the potential rewards of maybe riding this AI infrastructure wave against those very significant financial and operational risks, especially when you factor in the specific entry points suggested in the material? It's a complex calculation worth considering.